Today I'm reviewing The Ugly One, a middle grade book by Leanne Statlin Ellis. McKay isn't comfortable in her own skin. Her name means beautiful round face, but she doesn't remember being beautiful. Ever since she can remember, she's been called Millet, which means the ugly one, because she has a long scar that runs down her face. Many of the village boys taunt her. They constantly remind her how ugly she is. And one of them, Ucho, even prods her with a stick and does other mean things to her. So most of the time, McKay hangs out on top of her waka, which is a spirit rock, because that's the only place she feels safe. And when she is in the village, she's so self-conscious that she's constantly checking to make sure her hair covers her scar. And she feels so unworthy that she won't even let her mama kiss her goodnight. But then something wonderful happens. A stranger comes and gives her sumac, the handsome one, a baby macaw. But he's not so handsome, so she's not sure he'll grow into his name. I mean, he's kind of pathetic looking. He's sort of bald, he just has a few feathers, his face looks kind of pruny. But you know what? She doesn't care. She loves him nonetheless. And then Sumac does something really cool. Sumac leads McKay to Paco, who's the village shaman. And Paco actually gives McKay a new name. He calls her the learning girl, which she loves. And he also tells her that he's going to teach her the way of the spirits so that she can heal their people and be a shaman just like he is. McKay is starting to feel like her future may change. But then there's that scar. She's worried that the scar will prevent people from really accepting her, that they won't see her as the right and true shaman of their village. So she has a secret wish. Her secret wish is to go to the sacred city and ask the sacred rock to take away her scar. She's convinced that if her scar is gone, then her people will accept her as their right and true shaman. Now, I'm not going to tell you any more because it's not my story to tell. It's McKay's. But what I will tell you is that The Ugly One is full of delightful twists and turns. And it paints a beautiful picture of an ancient Incan culture. Certainly something I didn't know anything about. But perhaps the book's best asset is that it shows us the suffering that occurs when we don't accept ourselves or others, and the healing that true acceptance can bring to both ourselves and the world around us. For that reason, I am giving The Ugly One 3 Odin heads. I want to thank Ms. Ellis for gifting us with a book that shows us a way to become more comfortable in our own skins. Which leads me to my question for you guys. Is there something about yourself you're having trouble accepting? And if so, have you found a way yet to become more comfortable with it? Please share your answers in the comments below. And I'll start. I've never been comfortable with my round face. I don't like how it photographs. I think it's because I was brought up in a culture that worships the angular, the Anglo-Saxon face, if you will, that's beauty. Ironically, if I lived in McKay's world, my round face would be the standard of beauty, but obviously I'm not an ancient Peruvian, so. That being said, choosing to make these YouTube videos has forced me to look at my face over and over again as I edit them. And the more I see myself, the more I see beauty in my face. I see authenticity. I see emotion. I even connect to myself in a weird way through it. So that's what I'm doing to become more accepting of my face. I look forward to hearing your answers. And in the meantime, if my videos speak to you, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. And remember, acceptance empowers.